Yeah, pretty neat. I researched something in there, so you go in, you put your stuff like in a locker, and then I went into the special collections section in the back, and you know, it was pretty neat to go up to the table, and like then you sort of have to wait for them to bring the materials to you because it's in the you know, archived in the back and non-acidic paper and stuff like that. So here's the Gayborhood officially with its, you know, rainbow walkways. Usually they paint this in time for either Outfest or the parade. There's two separate months throughout the year when there's large festivities here. Sometimes it'll fade by the time the next year rolls around, and then they repaint it for the new festivities. So I'll just go this way. I'm trying to decide which way. We'll go down the old street of Kamak. Of the city. They do have a lot of fine dining and great restaurants here. I don't know how they've, you know, you just sort of deal with the riffraff. It's a liberal city, so it's a thing of you don't want to necessarily have people in a lot of trouble or cause issues, but at the same time you want to be able to dine and not get a nice deep inhale whiff of someone's urine or feces. So that may or may not be done on purpose to create an uncomfortable dining situation. So this is Kamak. There's no one down here. So this bar to the left used to be Uncle's Bar. Now it is U Bar for the texter and all of us. So a lot of people change their names from a full name to a letter or what have you that looks more text-ish in nature. So we'll zigzag on down here. This Tavern on Kamak, a infamous gay bar. Usually they have like dueling pianos. I don't know if that's going on right now. And various acts within the Gayborhood. The Gayborhood is technically an orchestrated type community, so people find their niche here. Some people might grow up in orchestrated communities and innately understand that, oh, that's where I'll go to perform or what have you, and at least you get work as a performer in general, unless you're really bad, or and who knows, I think Barbra Streisand got her start in the, sort of the Gayborhood, maybe New York, I guess, Greenwich Village, and that was her rise to fame, was from those roots per se. It's a nice restaurant here. I forget what it's called. I want to say Mercado, but I'm not positive. Not all restaurants have their name sort of blatantly out on an awning or what have you. The bike path here, one wheels and electric skateboards and so forth and so on. This type of sidewalk has become sort of an indicator of a certain type of people. So some people will use certain design elements on their sidewalks or in their buildings to sort of exemplify who they are. And there's up 12th Street. That used to be the 12th Street gym where that new building is being erected. And that was an icon in the community. Everybody went to the 12th Street gym. If you've ever felt uncomfortable in a regular, you know, gym, meat market gym or what have you, there was the 12th Street gym. And it was a pretty cool gym. When I first moved here to Philadelphia in 2000, I was looking for a gym, and that was like the perfect gym because it had sort of a funky city feeling. And it was like kind of housed in like, you know, what would be kind of a house. It was like a row, like 2 row homes, say, converted to a gym. So you would have all these different rooms. We'll go up here, Quinn's. I wonder if they've, I leave trash out, so I knew someone who lived here. Didn't even think of parking here. That person was in a writing group of mine. Joined up with a writing group and met her, Phyllis, and her husband. So I kind of reached out to them from time to time because of whatever began in 2011 for me was like a major upheaval, and it was really bad. It can be disguised as, wow, Sharon's a totally different person. You could say in some ways new and improved, unless that was a coping mechanism. Yoga, green juicing, raw vegan foodism, which was a bit of a obsessive thing to eat a certain way. In fact, even today it's hard for me to eat any other way. It's like I don't know what to get at the grocery store. There's too many things, and I don't touch anything that's overly processed. So it would be really rare and only on special occasions. In a way, it's better for the body, but whatever began in 2011 was, whoa. A lot of cowards decided to scare me, made me believe I'd be murdered in my apartment. Where are all those mice now? Are people mice or men? And there's a lot of mice out there who, whoa, set up a biggie. I do believe it's in the historic realm. I'm still here, still alive, although I've had weird experiences happen to my body, even invisibly. And I wonder how illnesses can manifest because of it. And anyway, it's a whole thing. So we'll try to stay off the topic, try to have a good day. That's hard to do in Philly. It's incredibly rare to have a great day. The energy here is probably corrupt-ish, so it puts people in a certain type of mood. Also, if you survive whatever the hell that was, starting in 2011, and harassment, which was way worse than the guy on the tobacco industry on that movie. It was that and then 10 times worse. Stuff that people can't even imagine, because you would have to know that it can be done. It can seem supernatural or magical or what have you, or NASA inspired, and it's like, there's no way. We have a bunch of jackasses, and there's no way that they're quote unquote superior, if you will. So what does it mean? It means they're probably puppeted by a huge machine, like the suicide machine from the CIA or similar. I don't know. I have no other context for, I don't know what to say, Philadelphia. But alas, I'm stuck here for various reasons. You know, money always being a biggie. You can't move unless you have money, and even people with a lot of money have a hard time moving. I know people with tons of money and they just can't get their butts out of, you know, the state that they were born in. And you kind of wonder, what's the dealio? Like, they either feel totally in control where they are and they know they won't be,